It can be fun sometimes to compare an Old Testament principle with its New Testament application. For instance, in Colossians chapter 3 verse 16, it says, "Let the message of Christ dwell among you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom through psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit, sing to God with gratitude in your hearts." And that reflects back on Deuteronomy chapter 6, which says, "These commandments that I give you today are to be on your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home, when you walk along the road, when you lie down, and when you get up." And the Old Testament is telling us to constantly remind ourselves of God's laws. In other words, what we have to do for God. But the New Testament, Paul is saying, constantly remind yourselves not of what you have to do for God, but what Christ already did for you. Isn't that a cool change? Not what we have to do for God, but what Christ has already done for us. Something to think about this weekend. And that's today's Jumpstart.